Hey guys, it's Marissa here from Little House Living. Today I thought I would show you what is the equivalent to my grocery haul for the next 3 weeks, and I'll kind of tell you what we're going to do with it. And then at the end of the video I will show you what I paid for all of this. Okay, so I just really wanted to make a quick video today. I've mentioned before, we don't shop like the average person does. We own a fresh foods co-op, and we just use the extras at the end of our delivery, and that is what is our groceries for the next 3 weeks. We deliver every 3 weeks, and so I do have to bring home quite a bit, or at least I try to, because I know it has to last us that long, and the majority of what we eat at home is fresh. And then I think I mentioned in my garden video that I'm not doing a canning garden this year. I just did a small garden, and it was pretty much just for us and for whoever's staying here. So we still need to supplement produce this summer. All right, my camera just died, so onto the phone camera it is. All right, so I'm going to show you what I got here, and then like I said, at the end I will show you what it would have cost if you had bought this from our co-op. So just so you have some kind of price to go off of. I don't add it up because, like I said, I just take extras, and then sometimes I order bulk things of my own, which I will show you what I did this time. And so that's not extras, but that's how I do most of my canning. All right, so we came home with some pears this time, and these are some little, they're kind of small, little organic Valencia oranges. These I will put in the fridge. I'll put all of this stuff in the fridge so it'll last quite a while, and we can eat on this over the next 3 weeks. I like to take home a mixture of produce that we need to eat right away, and then stuff that will last also. So this is some stuff that will last a long time because we do have to make this stretch for the next 3 weeks. So then I brought home quite a few bags of green onions that were left. We don't use them a ton, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to freeze them. I'm just going to chop them up and freeze them, and then we'll have them for when we need them later. So there is 4 different bunches of green onions there, and that's what I'm going to do with those. I brought home lots of peppers. These are all organic bell peppers, and still not 100% sure what I'm going to do with them yet. I know that I've wanted some for several recipes lately and just haven't had any peppers, so this is kind of exciting, you know, for like our eggs in the morning or whatever, just something different. And then the rest, I'm thinking what I will do is chop them up and freeze them and wait until I need them for a canning recipe later this summer. So that's kind of my tentative plan with those. We won't eat them all for the next 3 weeks. We will put them in the freezer for later, probably. I have before also chopped up green peppers and chopped up onions and then fried them, and then I put them in freezer bags, and that was really nice to get out too, just for like way easier making fajitas and stuff like that. So I could do that also if I wanted to, because I do have some onions still left from last time. Let's see, we'll dive into the middle here. I did bring home a couple tomatoes, and that is because we're going to make some mango salsa this week with some of the mangoes that I brought home, and then there was some jalapenos too, and I just brought home a couple to use as the peppers in our mango salsa. That'll be a really nice summertime, probably a meal, not just a snack for us, probably a meal. And then there was lots of limes left, so I brought home lots of limes. We will use those in the salsa, and then I also really like limes in my smoothies, which I've been having more of just because it's so hot in the afternoons. So, and these will last in the fridge for a really long time. These are organic limes, and the last time I looked them up at the grocery store, they cost 99 cents each, which is insane. So this would be so much at our local grocery store. Really glad that we don't have to pay that. These are Sugar Kiss Melons, and we've never had these before, but I thought they sounded really good. They're supposed to be like a sweeter cantaloupe, so we'll see. I love any kind of melon in the summer. I will stick this in the fridge and then cut it up, and it's so perfect for our dessert with supper. I love cold melons. All right, so here's one of the things that I ordered separately. This was not an extra left on our truck. In the summer, I really like frozen grapes as a snack, so I went ahead and ordered a case. I didn't keep the whole case. This is about 3/4 of a case. I shared the rest of it, and so all I'll do is wash these up and stick them in freezer bags. I like to put them in the quart size bags, and I'll stick those in the freezer so we can have those as a snack on these hot afternoons. They're a perfect way to cool down when you don't have any air conditioning. So that's what I'm going to do with those. But like I said, I ordered that case separately because it was something that we wanted to have. Then I brought home 2 of these huge heads of cabbage. These are massive and probably weigh at least 8 pounds, if not more. We love cabbage in a ton of different recipes. We like to make coleslaw. We like to just cut it up and fry it, either as just a side. We like to cut it up and fry it with some spices and make it with some steak tips. All really good stuff. So these, and my cabbage in my garden, I do have cabbage growing, but it's not ready yet. So these will be really good, and they're humongous. So this is like several meals worth of cabbage. So that will definitely, that will last us quite a few meals. It'll be really nice. All right, here are the 2 other things that I bought for myself in cases. We were able to get cases of nectarines this time, which was awesome. And then this is a case of white peaches. Our regular order for peaches will be next time. We get it once or twice a year, and we get all of our peaches from Colorado, but we can't get white peaches from Colorado, at least not that I've seen. And so these white peaches are from California, and white peaches you can't can because they don't have enough acid in them, but I absolutely love white peaches dehydrated, so that's what I'm going to be doing with these. They need to sit out for a couple days. They're not ready yet, but they will be soon, and then I will get them all sliced up and stick them in the dehydrator, and those will be snacks for a long time. The nectarines, I actually didn't order for myself. I didn't intend on bringing home a case of nectarines because I was going to bring home a case of peaches, but we did have an extra case. I will probably end up canning those. I haven't canned nectarines for quite a while. We've just done peaches, so it might be kind of nice to have something a little bit different. Otherwise, if you put nectarines in the fridge, and these ones aren't ripe yet, so if you put them in the fridge at this stage, they will last forever. We are still eating, I put nectarines in the fridge 3 weeks ago from our last delivery, and they are still this exact same firmness until I set them out on the counter, and then they're ripe in like 2 days. So even if I don't end up canning or don't can this entire thing, they can sit in the fridge, and we can have lots of nectarines for snacks over the next couple weeks, which will be great. And then I came home with there was some extra apricots left from our order. These are ripe. They're ready to go. This is the last tray left in this box. So we'll probably just eat these fresh. The kids will, they'll probably sit here and eat like 5 of them a day or something crazy until they're gone, because we don't get apricots very often. This is the first time we've gotten them this year. And apricots are super expensive at the store. I looked up the price on these 2, and they were $4.99 a pound at the local grocery store, and 1 pound is about 4 apricots. So that's crazy, and we couldn't afford that. But the kids will really, really love these. I'm gonna come back to this stuff. We'll go back down to this end of the table. We had a ton of organic plums left over, so they look super good. Again, they're not like overly ripe or anything yet, so they'll be perfect to put in the fridge, and they should last us over the next couple weeks. The kids will probably eat a couple of these a day too. I was thinking I should have even brought home a little bit more because I could have made some plum jelly, but I didn't think about it. So came home with this amount. It's quite a bit, but they just looked really good. Any kind of fruit looks really good right now. So that's those. And then there's a couple ears of corn on the cob. So we'll have those. It's probably enough for, we like to cut them in half when we make them. So it's probably enough for 2 meals for us here. There's more underneath here. I brought home 1 bag of these organic fingerling potatoes. These are those pretty ones that are different colors. I will probably just cut those up and fry them for breakfast with some eggs one day this week. And then let's see, we already did the limes and the melons. So here we got some mangoes. These mangoes are ripe and they're ready to be used. We're going to use them with the tomatoes and the jalapenos. And I have some cilantro left from last time to make some mango salsa, and the limes too. Everybody in our family really likes that. So that's what those mangoes are going to be for. There was a couple things of strawberries. They're kind of like, we're definitely at the end of strawberry season, so these aren't as nice as some of the ones we had earlier, but they still smell really good, and we'll just eat those. I meant to only bring home 1 bag, but my kids got hungry, and so they decided to eat part of this bag while we were working today. So we've got some carrots, which is always good. I don't go through carrots super fast unless we roast them, and then I go through a big bag, probably this whole bag when we roast it. But I don't do a lot of the roasting in the summer. So right now, this amount of carrots, these are 2-pound bags, so 4 pounds of carrots minus whatever my kids ate. That'll last us quite a while. We'll just stick those in the fridge until we're ready to use them. We brought home a papaya today. I think I've bought papaya like once in my entire life. They're so expensive at the grocery store. It's just not something that we buy often. But this one looks like it's probably ripe or almost ripe. I'll have to look it up for sure to tell. It's not squishy, but it is yellow. So I don't know what we're going to do with that yet. I don't know if we're just going to eat it fresh or if I'm going to find a recipe. If you have ideas, let me know. So, and then here's one more produce item. This is a honeydew melon, and my kids were asking for one of those, so I brought one home. And then a couple things that are not produce. This is a bag of fresh baked white corn tortillas. We use these. They're not really big. They're kind of the small ones. There's my hand. They bake them fresh for our co-op, and they're always really good. I use these to make quesadillas for the kids in the summer, or all year actually. All year. They're really good and super easy. And then the last thing here is a bag of cheese. This comes from a local dairy that they make these bulk bags for us for our co-op. And we were all out of cheese. We only have 2 people in our house that eat regular dairy cheese at the moment. But I will just repackage this into quart-sized freezer bags, and this will last us for several months in the freezer. But we were out, so that was something I ordered separately. It was not an extra like the rest of this stuff. So this is what I got today. Let me go over this way and then back up. It is a lot. It looks like a lot. Like I said, a lot of it is going in the freezer for later, like the grapes and those peppers. And then a lot of the stuff is going in the fridge because it has to last us over the next 3 weeks. Like I said, a huge portion of our food that we eat is fresh stuff. So we combine this with meats, and then if I'm making any bread or whatever, we just make that kind of stuff from scratch. I could make the tortillas from scratch, but these are super good and easy for me to grab. So yeah, so this is what I got this time, and I'll be working on these peaches soon. I'll probably be working on these nectarines soon, and this is the food that our family will eat for the next 3 weeks, and probably plus some. Like, this stuff will last in the fridge much longer than that, which is okay, because every time we get food, it's different, and so next time we won't have plums. So it'll be kind of nice to have these last a little bit longer, so we have even more variety than we would have with just whatever is left next time. So I will go ahead now and go add up the price of all of these things, and when I finish, I will when I upload this video, I will put the price right on the video so you can see what it would cost if you were to buy this from our co-op, just so you kind of have an idea of what it costs for our family to buy something like this if we were to buy it outright and not just be keeping the extras. So yeah, that is our grocery shopping for the next 3 weeks. And I hope this video maybe gives you some ideas of what you can do with some fresh produce, or just better ideas of how we eat. And then, yeah, if you have any ideas for this papaya, please let me know in the comments below. We are really excited to try it, but want to do it justice. So let me know. I will talk to you guys later.